Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I'm just going to do a real quick video, just kind of giving you a few more pieces of information about my house here in Indiana. I mean, there was a person in the comment section that asked me a few questions about my house, and I feel that the questions that they've asked were valid. So without giving too much details, I'm going to answer these questions, at least some of them. So there's a commenter that they've commented on my video 3 hours ago. Uh, it was a comment up. Here's how the question goes. The first question they asked was, "What is the population of this town?" Well, the population of the town where I reside is about 1,500 people. And how far is it from a big metro city? Well, without giving too much detail, I am a little under an hour from one of the two largest metro cities here in the state of Indiana. I'm a little under an hour from one of those metro cities. To be more specific, I'm like 55 minutes away from one of the major metro cities here in the state of Indiana. So the next question is, how long do you plan on living there? Well, uh, honestly, I like this area. The people here are real nice. And where I'm living, it's close to stuff. It's not far from larger cities. And for the size of the town, it does have decent amenities. I'm only a hop, skip, and a jump away from a small city that has most of the basic amenities that most people look for in terms of shopping and things of that sort. And like I said, the people here are real nice. The people here, to me, were very welcoming. In fact, when I first got here, I was walking around, looking around, and I had a next door neighbor that was asking me if I needed anything, and I told him no, I'm just walking around, just observing. And then she said, okay. And then about a couple minutes later, she came and introduced herself to me. Her and her husband did. And I told them that I bought the house, and we had like maybe a 20-minute conversation. And I told them some of the stuff I was wanting to do to the outside. I was wanting to clean my yard up a little bit, stuff like that. So they told me, okay, that's fine. If you need to use our yard equipment, just let us know. So I went on ahead and I took advantage of that. And they've allowed me to utilize their yard equipment. So I did, to get my yard looking a little better. And I've also used their lawnmower to cut my yard once a week. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, I like it up here. It's a very nice place to live. So, as far as how long I'm going to stay up here, I'm going to say it's going to be, most likely, it's going to be permanently. I don't have any plans on moving. Is your plan to fix it up? Well, they're asking if I plan to fix up this house. Do I plan to fix up this house? Yes, I do. I'm not going to do anything too fancy or too expensive, but I will have it looking a little better than the way it currently looks. Do I plan to sell this house? Not at all. I like it here. I like the house. I like the neighborhood. I like the community. I have absolutely zero plans on selling this house. And then they went on. They were asking me, what about Huntsville, Alabama? Well, I've done several videos of me traveling through northern Alabama. Although northern Alabama is it is beautiful in northern Alabama. Obviously, northern Alabama does have a much warmer climate compared to where I'm at here in Indiana. I like it up here better than northern Alabama because where I'm at right now, compared to many parts of northern Alabama, and again, what I'm getting ready to say is very objective, but from my personal experience, I think people here in Indiana are more welcoming. I mean, they were more welcoming to me than people in northern Alabama were. So yeah, I find people where I'm at in Indiana to be more welcoming. I find the communities to be more neighborly. And as a bonus, the houses where I'm at are also considerably less compared to many places in northern Alabama. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that Huntsville or any of its surrounding areas are bad places to live, because they're not. It's just that given my choices, I'd rather live here in Indiana as opposed to northern Alabama. And then they asked me, have you ever tried looking for economical properties here? I mean, there meaning Huntsville, Alabama. Actually, yes, I did. Not only do they cost a little more, but as I said a second ago, I like the people where I'm at now better than the people in northern Alabama. And again, that could be objective. So I get that. And then they went on and said that Huntsville is the most thriving region in Alabama, which they're absolutely correct, it is. But guess what? I mean, unless you work maybe STEM or tech, I would say for somebody like myself, I mean, if for any reason I had to go back to working a 9 to 5, or for those of you that work a 9 to 5 but you don't work tech, you don't work STEM, if you're like me, you work blue collar type work, I would say the economy where I'm at in Indiana is actually going to be better compared to Huntsville's economy. I would say I would say the economy in Huntsville at best is going to be comparable to the economy where I'm at in Indiana. And where I'm at, the housing prices here are a little lower. Now, I will say here in Indiana, your property taxes are going to be significantly higher compared to Alabama. I will say that. And I will say again that the people here, at least to me in Indiana, I mean, to me, they're more welcoming than they are in northern Alabama. So, those are the questions that this particular person was asking me in the comment section. So, if that individual is watching this video, hopefully they're watching this video, because if they watched it, I've answered about every question that they've asked. And again, these are some very valid questions, and I'm pretty sure that some of you may have been thinking about asking some of those very same questions, but for whatever reason you haven't got around to it yet, or you chose not to. Alright folks, hopefully y'all got something out of this video. Everyone stay blessed out there, and I will catch you on the next one.